Okay. Let's do some Covenant 25. We managed to win last stream yesterday. So let's do another win today, won't we? Ice Tornado, Fledgling Imp and Urchin Spines are our starting cards. We are once again playing Stygian and Hellhorned, this time with Tethys as our champion instead of the Sentient. These are very useful starting cards. Wing Clippings and Winged Indulgence. I personally prefer Winged Indulgence, but we already have Urchin Spines. I still think Winged Indulgence is the way to go. Damage spells cost 1 less. That's usually pretty good with 10 1-cost damage spells in your starting deck by default, and then also the Ice Tornadoes on top of it. Yeah, that should help. We don't have any Incant scaling yet, so all these spells being 0 cost doesn't matter all that much, but still pretty good. We should be able to take out most normal enemies pretty easily with spells. Like this entire floor, for example. But honestly, I'm just gonna take out 3 of these and set up Tethys on a higher floor. This floor seems nice because we have enough capacity to just straight up put through 2 train swords in front of Tethys. Or even use some fledgling imps. Yeah, that's pretty good. I kinda want them gone, so I'm not gonna play these torches. And we have a bunch of nice damage spells here to take out all of these guys. Put the train steward that doesn't have rage in front. And then we walk on these guys. It's not quite enough, but we should be able to find a kill here with some spells. No. I could play another torch and we would be 1 damage short, which might be worth it for the memes, but I'd rather not take that damage. Still a pretty good first fight. Helical Crystallis. I always like that when I have Conduit Tethys. It's just so efficient. Hidden Passage, Molding Imp, Battering Ram. Can't turn down a Hidden Passage. This card is just so good in Stygian. With Conduit Tethys, we definitely want to be on the lookout for an Incant unit. So let's go to the right, so we can get the Stygian banner. Offering Monument, okay. It's also pretty interesting. If anything, we should be cost reducing the non-damage spells. 20 extra damage. Let's put that on a Frozen Lance. And Permafrost, I don't think I want that. Consume removal, no. Search Stone on another Frozen Lance. And I guess we cost reduce the Ice Tornado, so we don't have to go all the way with Tethys to make them free. Because I really like having stopping Conduit at some point. This guy is gonna sweep away our Tethys very easily. I might have to make very good use of the Offering Totem in this boss fight. Let's set up our units on the top floor, ready to go. Yeah. Ice Tornado deals a good chunk of damage here. And I want to have another train sword on the top. This guy doesn't deal any damage, so I can safely ignore him and just get the frontliner down here. I kinda wanna try and save the offering monument for later, but I think I am gonna prevent the damage here. I think this is just torch urchin spines. So we set up for a nice tornado later. Yeah, like this. And now we should be able to chain a bunch of spells onto this guy. Like this. Thanks to our offering totem. Yeah, it's pretty cool having small units like this. Another helical. I don't think I want a Titan's Gratitude with no offering synergy. It's not terrible, but I think helical is just better. Fortify Hornbreak Welder Helper. Hornbreak is cost reduced by Tethys. Welder Helper can give us some defense, which we currently lack. Which spells are all nice, but if we don't have any scaling damage against Daedalus, this is gonna be tough. And we currently have literally none. Maybe we can take a Fortify, cycle it a bunch of times and gain some armor, but honestly we're not gonna play it more than 4 times. Problem with the Welder Helper is that we might not have capacity for it. Let's take the Fortify. And here's our scaling. We are now fine. And with the Siren of the Sea, I'm totally happy having a Fortify in the deck. Now that we have a Siren of the Sea, we also don't need to desperately fish for more Stygian units. Upgrade a unit with Endless. Currently our setup is Siren of the Sea offering Monument Tethys on 1 floor. So we have room for an Endless Imp. That could work out quite well. I'm also gonna pick up a Heartstone for the offering monument. Endless Monument is terrible. You never want to do that. It comes back with 5 health, or if you change the health differently, it will only ever offer 1 incant trigger. Is the problem? So you draw it, you play it, pay 1 ember, then you play a spell, you draw 1 card, and then it's gone. So you only drew the card you used on the offering monument itself. So it's basically worthless. And you paid an ember to do that. There is some worth in it, because you can save draws for later, you can play it and not use it right away. I'm gonna take a Pyre Wall, thank you. We paid 15 health for the Pyre Wall, which is definitely worth. Because at the very least, the Pyre Wall gives you 15 health. But it can very easily be more if you use it in multiple fights. We definitely want to set up the top floor again. With all of these. Yeah, I don't like you trying to blow up my Siren. It's not very nice, Daedalus. Kinda wanna save my offering monument health for later. So I'm just gonna use a frozen lens on another floor. Maybe I should have played a train sword. Don't wanna send any of my units right now. Think we'll just torch the bomb and play a nice tornado. Might as well send Daedalus, just for a small amount of extra damage. I could play some spells here. I wanna save the offering monument for next turn. And I think now we're gonna have some fun with it. Yeah, I think that's enough. We need to weaken these guys, otherwise we can't really deal with them very well. Endless Imp, very nice. Let's start the fun with that. And... I was hoping one of them... Oh no, that's perfect, because of the explosive sigil, the imp died anyways. Let's also throw a spell weakness on Daedalus here. I wanna... Yeah, imp is dead. That's all we needed. And I guess we kill this guy. Fledgling imp. Again. You know what? Let's kill it right away so we can play another one. And we don't have enough damage. But we can get quite a bit more. Yeah, Ice Tornado, very nice. And I killed the imp again. Also very nice. Yeah, it's still not the best scaling in the world, but it's good enough. Transcend Imp. It's a lot of rage. Last Stand, Dark Deal. So many rage options. Do I like Transcend Imp better than the other options? Kinda do. I just can't say no to Transcend Imps. They're just so cute and powerful. Removal versus Relic. Obviously any Rage or Incant related Relic would be nuts here. Any Draw Relic would be really good. So we really benefit a lot from these Hursel's Hordes. What else? I wouldn't mind a few card removals, especially on these Train Swords, because they are not spells. And upgrades, yeah. Although we could save our gold and get the upgrades, unit upgrades. We could get unit upgrades here, with a lot more gold, and removals. Well, we can get spell upgrades and removals here. Kinda want the relic, because I don't have too much gold right now. Oh, okay. That makes our next shot much better. So, I kinda wanna have the double cost reduction eventually, because I have Helical Crystallises and Ice Tornadoes in the deck. I'm just not sure if I want them now or if I want them later. I could pick up Spell Weakness here. Which honestly I'd rather have Frostbite. So let's go with Conduit here, so we have a chance to get Frostbite as our next upgrade. Mark of Invasion. Yeah, that should be perfectly doable. Especially if we have the Offering Totem in our hand. We are facing the Seraph the Chaste, so the buff Dispel Seraph again. Just as in the daily. We set up the top floor. A lot of Train Swords. We can have 7 units on the floor, just not any more than that. So we don't need to kill anything here. Could set up 2 Train Swords here. That barely does anything. Kinda wanna remove the answer. I wanna remove the number of targets I have to deal with on that floor. And I'm also gonna put some spell weakness on these. Mainly because of the frontline guy there. We got the Siren. Let's start removing some of these. Start with Frozen Lancers. Extra armor is nice. Now we use the stronger frozen lance against this guy. I'm gonna torch you because you deal a lot of damage. I'm not gonna torch you, I'm instead gonna play an imp. We get the collector on this floor and just some extra damage here. Let's play the Endless Imp, torch it, and then play the Transcend Imp for a bunch of rage. And we Ice Storm to deal with those. I don't need the Helical here. Helical means they kill my Transcend. Not playing Helical means they kill my Transcend Imp. Problem is I can't play the Fletchling Imp this turn. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn into it again. That's already enough. But I kinda wanna draw more. I wanna get back to my Fletchling Imp. There we go. This is fine, but it's a bit easier to deal with if that guy takes 10 damage. Doesn't make a huge difference, but might as well. Yeah, Monument is indeed a very fun card. No, I don't want to play any more units because this guy will just make them into self-mutilations. I already have the victory here. Let's see how much we can improve. Not much. Yeah, Monument helps a lot with setting up. Unnamed Tome, Cuddle Hex, Guardian's Amulet. Unnamed Tome does have a place in this deck, I think. Because it can help us silence the Incant enemies and it can help us... Oh! It can help us silence Scorch units. Yeah, it's important work, no question asked. It's another Incant trigger and then another Rage Implate. Large Stone, I don't think we want that. Nope. Skipping on Large Stone. Yeah, I think that's better. 25 health on this guy means 5 more card draws, which is generally 5 more Incant triggers, which is only 10 health on the Siren of the Sea, but it's also 10 attack. Let's get rid of one Train Steward manually, and 2 more with the Unstable Vortex. Just so we draw in 2 more spells and can trigger Incant more reliably. Seal of Aggression. Okay. That shouldn't be a big deal. Although there is Sweep, so we need to be careful. I think we set up the top floor once more. Move this guy right away. And do I want to start triggering Incant? Yeah, I kinda do. No. I don't have any Ember left, so if I draw into my Endless Imp, I can play them. That sucks. No way of dealing with the Collector right now. But we can dig for one. Yeah, that works. Let's play the Imp. Do I want to cycle? I don't want to cycle. We need to kill this guy right now. Otherwise he kills Tethys. Triple Torch. Pretty happy with taking these guys out right away. Let's set up the train steward. We don't need to silence anything. There we go with our endless imp. We can't deal with this guy right now. Let's ascend the clip defender so we can get them out of the way. Oh. Actually. Yeah, I can play him on this floor and then transcend him on the top. It's just a good chunk of rage. Gives us a nice amount of damage. And we can take out these guys with the ice tornadoes. Now I kinda wanna transform my offering monument health into extra damage with the imps. If we just torch this guy, we take 5 damage on the Siren of the Sea. It leaves us free to play an Ice Tornado on the bottom floor. I think we wanna do a Helical here. And we are mostly okay here. Yeah. It was probably worth fortifying Tethys just because I didn't need all the armor on the frontliner. Hi Dudette, welcome. Check strips. Sure. It's not like we rely on Slay or anything, so it's just a benefit. Ooh, Guardian Stone. Can we make room for it? I think we can. Kinda want to. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's definitely solid. Impressive. Kind of like having an impressive in the deck. Yeah, I do like it. We have endless imps, we can easily use it. It's a damage spell, it gets cost reduced by Tethys. Unit upgrades, I think? Maybe not. What is available next floor? Probably Relic Shop. Over Merchant of Magic. But our spells don't really need upgrades. They are just fine as is. Let's go units. What do we have? Quick again? Really? I mean, I could consider quick. Ooh, purchase Arcana card. Sure. Let's get rid of our final train steward. Hellhorned versus Stygian. What do we want? I'm thinking Hellhorned right now. Guardian timing? The spell resolves first, the incant triggers afterwards. So the imp would die. Also the imp would die anyways, because it's only one spell. Torch deals 2 damage. And the imp would have 1 health, 1 armor. But even if we have the double incant, it would still cause the imp to die. Impolate is great. Dark Deal is great. Alloy of the Ancients is okay. Deranged Brood would be a bit hard to make work. Spike of the Hellhorned is okay. Last Stand is okay. Reinforce is bad. One Horn's Tome, probably bad. Consumer of Crowns, almost certainly bad. Transcend Imp, very nice, very nice. I wouldn't mind another one. Spike of the Stygian is okay. Harness the Titan is average. Ice Empire is pretty solid. Another Offering Monument would be nice. Siren Song, average. Deep Offering is great. Ancient Synergy is pretty solid. Gifts for a God is pretty solid. Lodestone Totem might be a bit hard to... No, Lodestone Totem is really good. Hoarfrost Effigy is bad. Yeah, overall Stygian wins out. I'll take a Deep Offering, gladly. I think it's about time to take the quick. Quick on the Siren of the Season bad. Just in case we can't finish a sweep or anything on time. Hey Steve, welcome! Happy to see you here. How's it going? Guardian Stone. Don't really need it, but I might as well. Come to learn how to play this game. I don't think we want these upgrades. Do we have another chance at the unit upgrade? If we go to the right here, well, we can get removals. I think that's not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind another Endless for the Transcend Imp, and I would love Multi-Strike on the Siren of the Sea. So I think we are very likely to go for another Merchant of Steel. The Armorfell. Armorfell doesn't have sweep, which is always nice to know. So we don't have to armor up our Tethys or anything. We can just set up the top floor and make it easy. Uh-oh. Steve is messing with the server to mess with my run. I think we're good. We don't want to draw anymore. Jackstrip's proving very valuable here. Can we get rid of the spell shield before we impressive? I mean, we don't really have to. But I wanna... No, I don't wanna play a bunch of spells anyways. Because I wanna use the... abuse the Imp... The Endless Imp Offering Monument synergy. By killing my Imp over and over again and drawing it every turn... every time I play a spell. Yeah. One more time. With the... Okay, never mind. I think we just keep the Imp on top now and play the Transcend Imp. Let's keep the Tome in hand. Yeah, that's definitely very exciting. I wanna draw into a torch. There is none. I guess we have to play our Fletchling Imp on another floor then. Let's kill this guy. Digging for a torch now. There we go. Kill Imp. Play the Fletchling. I kinda wanna keep the Offering Monument somewhat healthy. No. Let's just ascend you and throw out some spells. There's a torch. We should torch the imp. Silence you because I'm gonna play a bunch of spells on this floor. Yeah, let's kill off the offering totem now and replace it with a guardian stone. Let's kill you off again. Hey Rossum! Thank you so much for your second tier 1 sub. Subbed for 2 months now. Welcome back. And enjoy your emotes in chat. Oh, I still need to change up my emotes. I wanna make the GG available for everyone. Endless Fledgling Imp is just so strong. And the Quick Siren is doing a great job of removing... Oh! Oops! I didn't notice I spent all my amber. What did I spend it on? I only paid... I paid 2 for the deep offering. Oh, obviously on the imp. Whoops. So yeah, the imp into deep offering into another imp won't usually work unless I have important work on the same turn. I think Fledgling Imp is, besides Transcend Imp of course, one of the probably the best Endless Imp, because if you have Endless Imps you don't really need that much defense. You only need offensive scalings because you have imps to block damage every turn. You don't need that much defensive scaling like that. Something like a Fortify or just a little bit of armor gain every turn, every cycle of the deck is gonna be enough in a situation like that. Because you will not take very much damage from normal waves that way. Let's find Ashes of the Fallen or Founding Seal. Ashes of the Fallen, check. No Founding Seal, but you know, Ashes of the Fallen is a pretty big hit already. Do we want a Temper Talisman? We don't really need it. Think I'd rather keep the gold. Oh, should have gone to the caverns first. Trap Shoot or Steel Pulley Claw? I don't think we need these. And there's the Frostbite. We don't really need it at this point, but we also don't need the extra cost reduction at all. Enemy units enter with Spell Shield 2. That's a bit annoying, but with Ashes of the Fallen we should have such strong offensive scaling that it's not a big deal. Top floor is available once again. I want to start drawing. I want my Siren. And my Imp. Oops. I forgot I was out of Ember. I shouldn't have drawn any further. Otherwise, if I had drawn into my Siren right there, that would have been an issue. Let's just send someone. Like... yeah. The Collector. Kill the Imp. Draw the Imp. Play the Imp. We can do it one more time. Okay. No one needs to be silenced right now. Okay, so do we have enough damage for these guys? Well, we might still find it. Nice. Boom. Rage explosion. The Endless one is not on the field right now. Torch you, play the Guardian Stone, torch you. 45, play the Endless one to block. Can't deal with the Shade Wings right now. But that's not a problem. The Shade Wings will die to the last shard of the Pyre after all. I'm also gonna silence these because of these 5 damage guys. Well, not to the last shard of the Pyre, to the check strips. Is what I wanted to say. And this Transcend Imp should make everyone huge. These are some nice numbers. If I want that Imp, well, I just kill it by... I kill it myself, that's the easiest way. These Shade Wings are always pretty scary. Oh, this isn't even enough to kill the Steel Wings. We don't have that much armor on the Siren because of these Shade Wings dealing an unreasonable amount of damage to us. Kinda wanna start getting rid of their spell shields, so I can just kill some of them this turn with a nice tornado, for example. And without the without the Shade Wings around, this boss is easy. Glacial Seal, Crystalline Seed, Strain. No. Imp in a box. Sure, we have Transcend Imp. And it's unit upgrades. We're still looking for Multi-Strike, we're still looking for Endless. We have Endless here. let's take a look at the merchant. Icicle fracture, split anvil, boon of the blacksmith. Split anvil has interesting synergies. Endless transcendent, sure. The runestone wouldn't be terrible on the Siren, but I kinda still want multi-strike. Yeah, there we go. Just gotta be persistent, eventually you will find it. I'll take the anvil. I don't think I'm gonna make great use out of it. I'm gonna get great use out of it because most of my stuff is gonna be free, but sometimes I can use it in a way that synergizes with Tethys Conduit ability. Like I can play Helical Crystallis on the top floor and then play Torches on other floors because they get reduced to 0. I will also take a Token of a Traitor. And Purge... Frozen Lands, I think. Torches are actually really useful in this deck. And we have money to make a final Purge, or maybe purchase a unit upgrade. Well, the Purge is more useful. Another Frozen Lands can go. And then let's... Whoops. We have 2 more removals. For another Frozen Lands, and I guess, what else? The non-reduced ice tornado, non-cost reduced ice tornado, because we want to spend all our embers on imps. That makes sense. I want to keep the torches. And the upgraded Frozen Lancers are not worth removing. They are useful and consume, so... Oh! Top floor capacity reduced. That's annoying. Gotta set up on the second floor then. Let's move you up and... We don't need to finish you off. I can just torch my own imp. I don't want to draw back into the imp, so I'm not gonna play the Fortify. Having to set up on the... having to set up on the middle floor actually is annoying, because now these guys don't die to the check scripts right away. But I think we should be able to pull up a pretty nice imp combo off here. Let's start with Helical. No more room for another imp. Now we do. I can still draw into my important work. So I'll keep the torch around. I want to keep the silence for next turn. There we go. Important work. Let's imp in a box. Ooh, Pyre Chomper. And Weller Helper. I'm gonna keep the Transcend Imp around. For maybe one more cycle? One or two more turns? Well, we have an Endless Transcend Imp, never mind. I completely forgot about that. Let's start with a Helical on... actually, an Impressive on this floor. Follow that up with the Imp. Urchin Spines. Helical. Torch and Imp. This Frozen Lance is now 0 on other floors because of the Anvil. So we can more easily play it on the top floor. And let's play the Ice Tornado to draw back into the Imp. I think I'm just gonna cycle the Unnamed Tome. $18. Yeah, that should work. It doesn't. This Imp has a little too much health. Well, there is always the Imp sacrificing cards to deal with that problem. Like Important Work. And then I guess we just do crazy things now. Like super crazy things. Okay, let's see if we can kill Seraph this turn. I want to optimize my torch use. So I can hit Transcend Imp with the torches twice. Transcend Imp, torch. Oh wait, I'm not drawing back into it. I guess that's fine then. So no instant boss kill this turn. But we can try again this turn. Sacrifice the Imp. I also want this Imp to die. Play Transcend Imp. Kill him off. Yeah, we just don't have enough draw. It's the problem. These guys are strong enough to deal with one of these light wings. While we have great scaling, it wasn't quite good enough for a flying kill here. I actually want to draw into the Transcend Imp with the Important Work. And one final turn of Imp action. That means we are playing Fledgling Imp, sacrificing it, and then finish off with a Giant Transcend Imp, which we will keep alive because we can. And there we go. With the Armor Totem at 666 damage. Yeah, that was a bit of a problem. We had 4 hits, so we could get some hits in on Seraph, but it wasn't quite enough to get a flying kill because the waves soaked up a lot of hits, especially because the light wings survived a lot of the damage. But yeah, impressive deck. We had these Fleshling Imps from the very start. And bye Rossum. If the Imp in a box hit Molding Imp. That's interesting. I didn't think about Molding Imp. I was more thinking about Impish Scholar, which would have gotten us the Imp in a Box back, potentially. Well, eventually, with all these Transcend Imps played, we would have eventually gotten the Imp in a Box back. So we could have scaled the Transcend Imp even more crazily with that. But the Scholar is somewhat rare from the Imp in a Box, so yeah, pretty solid performance. These Imps worked out very well with the cost reduced spell. Yep, Imp in a Box respects rarity. So Transcend Imp is very rare. Scholar is somewhat rare. Most of the other imps, Power Jumper is also somewhat rare, and most of the other imps are common. All the other imps are common, I believe. Power Jumper, Impish Scholar, and Transcend Imp are the only ones that aren't.